Now, moving on to the formula. You might in the examination get some questions to calculate the coefficients of price elasticity of demand. So, the formula for price elasticity is percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in the price. And that will further let you know and understand that why do we say that some goods will have low elasticity of demand versus some goods will have elasticity which is highly responsive to any change in price. Now, we know our diagrams. We also had a look at the coefficients with each different elasticity range. Let's now try to understand that what factors are going to determine if consumers' response to price change is going to be elastic or inelastic. So let's simplify that. So I have just added this simple acronym here and it is known as SPLAT. So, factors which are going to impact elasticity of demand, we are talking about substitutes. If a product has many available substitutes, then consumers will have a lot of choice and yes, they will be price sensitive. On the other hand, if I'm talking about some products or services which are not having many close substitutes in elastic demand, percentage of income that is being spent on a product. So if the percentage of income that you spend on a good or on a service is quite high, it's taking a bigger chunk of your income, your response to any change in price will be high. You will be quite sensitive. You will be worried if the rental of your house that you live in changes, for example. Then we are also talking about that what kind of product would that be? Are we talking about a product that is a luxury product or are we talking about a product that is a basic necessity? Anything which is a necessity for us is important no matter what. So therefore, our demand for anything which is a basic necessity, food, shelter, clothing, will be inelastic. Luxury, it's not something that is really important for survival, so that potentially would have elastic demand, PED greater than 1. We are also talking about the concept of addiction. So think about smoking, think about alcohol. That means if a good is a habit forming good, it will have an elastic demand. Last but not the least, we also want to bring in the concept of time period. Are we talking about short run or are we talking about long run? So keep it easy for yourself. Remember, short run equals an elastic demand, long run equals elastic demand. Why? We believe in long run, we would have enough time, we will have enough options to choose from. Therefore, our demand in the long run is slightly more responsive in comparison to the short run. So that was about the determinants of price elasticity of demand. So remember, SPLAT. Last but not the least, elasticity of demand for us to know from economics perspective is also knowing about the businesses, also knowing about that how important pricing methods and knowing your consumers is important for the businesses, not because they love their consumers, that is because it is the profits that they are in the market for. Anything and everything that will increase, that will further add to their profits, they will try to know that very well. So now we want to learn about the concept, the relationship between price elasticity of demand and businesses revenue. Let's have a look. So I have simplified it for you. If PED is equal to 0, perfectly inelastic demand, or if demand is relatively inelastic, they can increase the prices. They have that power in the market, they have that dominance in the market, either because the product is a basic necessity or I'm talking about something which is rare, and in this case life-saving drugs. So they can maximize their revenues. They would not really worry about changing their price. Definitely they will increase their prices. However, not a good news for us as consumers. We end up paying high prices. When we are talking about perfectly elastic demand, a perfectly competitive market, same products being sold by all the sellers in the market, only one price prevails in the market. Meaning, if any producer increases the price from P star to P1, zero demand for that producer's product. Then we are also talking about a more realistic concept, PED greater than 1. In this case, the businesses understand that there are some substitutes similar to their products or services in the market, so they do not have that freedom, they do not have that privilege to just increase the prices or charge whatever they want. They have to be smart here. They will enter the market, or they will offer competitive prices in the market to maximize their sales, which in turn will maximize their revenues. Think about the price wars that supermarkets would have to attract more consumers and to gain a bigger market share. So overall, when we are thinking about the different ranges of elasticity, you really have to understand it from the perspective of that, okay, what is in there for the businesses? Why any business should be having knowledge of their consumers' elasticity, high or low. So that was all about price elasticity of demand. Remember, diagrams are very important. Definitely calculations come up a lot in the examination. So ensure that you know the formula and you use it correctly. Remember, quantity demanded over the change in price, not the other way around. Overall, what are the different aspects that would make consumer inelastic or elastic in their response? So do not forget SPLAT. I hope you like the video. Have a nice day.